So my name is Niamh Kelly, and I'm the director of the Creative Science Project. I started it a number of years ago with another professor here at UBC called Caroline Cornea. And we're both really interested in marrying both the arts and the sciences and bringing out the role of creativity in both. I was educated in Ireland, and so I went to a convent high school, and that's how it was in Ireland. The boys went to one school, the girls went to the other. So I started a bit of my learning in high school, and I took a few years off after high school I did au pair for a year in Austria, to explore both the world, I guess, and things I was interested in. I did philosophy and continuing studies in a local community college. And then at the age of 21, I turned around and went to university as a mature student. And once I found the sciences and found that I loved science learning, I was able to apply myself a lot more. So my PhD is in microbiology, specifically in medical aspects of microbiology. And then I came out to UBC actually to postdoc originally, and now I'm on the Faculty of Medicine. And so I'm both involved in teaching undergraduates and in the medical school, and a huge love of mine always at the university has been outreach to bring the ways of science out into the community and particularly out into the schools. So I'm also interested in at the university in teaching and learning, and it's a growing awareness and body worldwide of people at the university level who are focusing more on how are we teaching and how are our students learning within our specific discipline. So I'm part of a group at UBC who does a lot of work around thinking about how we deliver knowledge and how our students learn it. I've always been fascinated by infectious diseases, and part of it is that within science I've always had this ongoing dialogue with myself that when I'm fascinated with answering questions as such intellectually, I always wanted to be grounded in something that's actually happening in the world. And infectious diseases have played a huge role if we go back in history, the plague, etc., and continue to play a role with SARS and annual flu outbreaks. So I'm really fascinated at how an organism can take over a human body and meet its own needs. I love poetry, and I always carry a poetry book around with me for those moments where you're sort of caught waiting for something. Currently I'm carrying Seamus Heaney's last poetry book, The Human Chain. I also love theatre and love the stories that theatre allows you to listen to and how they unfold in a theatrical performance. It's always been photography for me, and I love sort of hiding behind the lens of the camera, but then completely indulging my sort of questioning observatory self as I use the camera to look out either on the natural world or the human world. I guess going back to infectious diseases, it's not a specific fact so much as the notion that unicelled animals, if you want, can take over this whole multi-celled body. And actually, I mean, any time that I'm laid horizontal with a flu, while lying there and sort of struggling with the fever, at the same time I'm contemplating that it's just this one-celled, or sometimes even less than a cell if it's a virus, that's gone in and taken over my whole body. And how dare it?